Hi, I'm Parallax. In this video I would like to show you how I like to command an alien team. If you'd rather a shorter video, I have also an edited version of the same match, including a few bit of footage of an earlier match available.
Kind of balanced.
As you can see, our initial hive is at the top of the map. From this location I infest down both sides of the map in order to ensure that we can get the two nearest resource nodes. With the help of our team's Gorge, it's possible to quickly build the systs on the left hand side of the map, allowing us to expand on both sides simultaneously. The team attempts to hold pipeline, and I support them with the Crag to ensure that this is possible. However, unfortunately the Marine team coordinates an attack and puts us out of that.
Yeah, falling back to get health.
Note how I use the opportunity to expand on the right hand side of the map while the team is attacking the left. This early in the game I like to focus on resource nodes and not spend my res on too many other things. Typically I wouldn't build something like a Crag unless I was fairly confident it would stay alive. I've waited long enough for the cysts to expand into the checkpoint on the upper right of the map.
Alright, I'll just go here and transit.
Allow me to then infest downwards from there. As there is the Gorge in transit, I decide to expand directly down to that room. I wouldn't normally expand that far, but with the Gorge to build the cysts it might work.
Need help in smelting.
Unfortunately the Marine team attacks the Gorge, forcing him back to smelting, so I call his teammates forward with the threat marker.
Structure is under attack.
To help me expand my resource nodes. The enemy team manages to get in fast enough to kill the Gorge. And ultimately manages to lock down the room.
They have mines in pipeworks.
As they have mines and pipeworks, I now place some infestation as an attempt to counter the mines, as the infestation will kill the mines if it expands over them. See here I'm placing infestation in two different ways. One way to kill the mines, and one way behind cover to prevent the infestation being killed. I continue to use my drifters to expand, and the nutrient mist ability to help my teammates build their lurks. I also upgrade the hive to a shift
to Lava
hive.
Falls or to the right of Lava Falls.
Now you'll see how the infestation kills some mines, in addition to my teammates inadvertently stepping on them. I use a drifter to distract the Marine, long enough for my teammates to kill him. Now that we have a shift hive, I can use the enzyme ability from the drifter to make the power node die more quickly. Now's a good time to build some spurs near my hive. A tunnel is being placed here by my teammates, so I place a shade to make it easier for the Gorge to hold the room and to keep the tunnel concealed.
Pipelines under attack.
I'm back.
Note how the enemy is now putting pressure on that room where the Gorge tunnel is. We continue to push into pipeways.
Attack.
Don't push too hard, they're shaking, you stay alive.
Pipeworks is currently being held too strongly for my team to succeed in pushing the room. However, time has come for my teammates to begin evolving res, as the amount of P-res my teammates have is increasing, due to the early resource dominance. 4 or 5 resource nodes are typically enough for an alien team to gestate a strong, healthy upgrades in addition to P-res.
Yeah, several of them in Snouting. We gotta hit together with Gorge.
I'm going to put a second hive up in Turbine and reset that spot.
Let's get. There are some mines in the way to Snouting.
I like to use a second hive fairly
Wanna
early
be rushing Snouting?
if we only have 2 tech points and no more,
They're all gathering up near heatsink. Fucking mines.
as it is hard to build a tech point later in the game. I'm encouraging my team to attack smelting.
First one started with his fucking mines all through routing. One guy,
You can shoot mine.
North Lava. Yeah, fucking takes
shoot
10
mine.
paras to shoot one.
Structure is under attack.
Fuck
I would
that.
never bother using power to get rid of mine.
I've only ever done it once because they were in a cluster around a phase.
The Gorge can heal the harvester before it
Quick
dies,
guys, get
otherwise
through
it will
the
die
tunnel.
without the
They're rushing.
infestation.
Structure is under attack.
You can see the pressure is beginning to build on a hive on the top of the map.
They got shotguns.
They're rushing paint. They had 2 marines outside containment.
Well, this is over.
That's not over, we got 3 hives. We got oh shit, conduit. What am I thinking? I thought I had smoke for some reason. No, it's GG now.
We need a fade or something.
Structure
I
is
wasted
under
my money on dying early as well.
I continue to build support structures around the hive at transit to ensure that it won't die. I do this by first building them and then using the echo ability to move them into the room instantly from my other hive. It's very useful to be able to build things in a safe location such as your hive room and then use the shift's echo ability to move them to where they actually need it.
So many going to containment.
Most of the enemy hop in the tunnel.
They're coming through the tunnel, by the way.
Very fortunate for us.
Structure is under
If they
attack.
attack the hive north of them, they would have done a lot more damage. Second hive's 2/3 done.
Guys, we need to focus on conduit at the moment.
Yeah.
And we need some of the skulks who aren't good at engaging marines to instead go and hunt their res nodes.
I place a shade in the room with my hive in order to hide both my teammates and their eggs, making it much harder for the marines to rush in and take out critical structures. I also use infestation to support the advance of my teammates in the hope that
We need to be putting pressure on their res, otherwise it's just lost anyway.
the push will last long enough for the infestation to grow.
Structure is under attack.
Now that the second hive is almost up, it is time for gorge upgrades, which we've already got now, and also a second biomass in the first hive, which allows us to have 3 biomass and bile fairly early in the game.
Fucking mines.
This is a very common
Fuck
strategy.
Life forms under attack.
With the second hive built, we now have 1 more additional biomass for a total
So
of 2.
annoying.
You need gorges anywhere to heal?
I used a mist to help my teammate upgrade his gorge faster.
Life forms under attack.
We got 2 onuses in the way. I think I might go lurk if I feel like.
Life forms under attack.
The enemy is constantly killing the resource node at lava. It's worth noting that the resource node typically pays itself off within a minute of being built, if it survives that long.
Life forms under attack.
Skulks, go attack their res.
The guideline of 1 minute is based on a 10 T-res resource node, however, aliens only pay 8 res.
They're all gearing up in heat.
Transit.
lava, please.
Note how my team cleans out the enemy and conjure at this point. Using the bile ability, structures are quickly destroyed. I can't enjoy the action too long, however, as I must continue to coordinate upgrades such as shells for my team.
Watch out for mines on the way through routing. There's mines all through routing.
Almost down. Hit him smelting.
I encourage my team to continue to advance the
Smelting, get
smelting.
the smelting. We can get it all in one go.
Structure is
Can
under
we?
attack.
Yeah, you can do it as well, Marcus. Pressure, heal, kill people.
Kill them all.
I advanced the Drifter to help assist my team with the membrane
Watch it.
ability
There's
I've
a mine on
unlocked
phase gap.
by upgrading my second hive to Crag. This ability allows my Fades and Lurk to remain confident they will not die in
Guys, get
battle.
here. God, what are you doing? Ah! Oh, okay, true. Sorry.
Using the enzyme ability, the higher life forms can kill the
We
Fades
got
very
smelting.
quickly. Using the membrane, they do not die, so they remain in combat. Had I not used those abilities, we probably wouldn't have won this battle.
Look, just watch where you're going if you're concerned about mine.
Once the infestation is well enough grown and smelting, I use the Echo ability to advance the structures from our second hive into the room, which you'll see shortly.
Now don't push too far.
Life forms under attack.
I can see a rush is imminent, so I prepare to place a bone wall, obstructing the entrance to conjure
Alright,
it.
Fade, get back to containment. Help us out, mate.
This bone wall prevents the enemy from shooting at will at important structures, and delays the rush long enough for my teammates to enter the room and begin defending.
Need help in containment.
I then use a heal wave ability from the Crag to accelerate its healing,
Actually, I got the best idea. Just hold containment. Hold. I got the best idea.
so that key structures do not die.
Forms under attack.
There's a vent lane behind the guys attacking containment.
I built a shift next to this Crag so I can move it later.
Life forms under attack.
Note how I work hard with membrane to try and keep this gorge alive. Unfortunately, I do not succeed.
I need help in smelting. They're running into smelting. Smelting.
Life forms under attack.
Smelting.
Fucking smelting. Is there a tunnel? There's no tunnel. Escape tunnel. The fucking deadline.
Always funny when your Onus manages to push the enemy into lava.
I'll gorge and come back up the Onos.
Yeah, I'm safe for Onos.
I built a second shell at the second hive. You require 3 of each upgrade structure to unlock the full ability of that structure. It's important to spread them out so they can't all be killed at once.
Life forms under attack.
Smart fighting's fine. Just need gorging in, that's it.
Yeah, we go back to smelting for the heal.
Note how I use Echo
Okay,
to move
sure. I was
the
gonna say
support
transit, but
structures forward to smelting so my teammates
Take
can
down
heal.
this extractor.
Life forms under attack.
Cover.
I'll gorge here in transit.
Thanks.
Structure is under attack.
The enemy
I got one IP still, I think.
attempt to attack transit again. Note how I use the commander's view to help my team understand what's going on the map by telling them about the extra IP behind the
Containment going down.
conjure.
Containment going down. Upgrade going down.
Note how the bone wall has split the enemy rush
Containment,
into 2
guys,
parts,
can-
making it hard for them to coordinate their attack.
Ah, fuck off, Stinger.
I use a bone wall to contain the attack again, and then I briefly attack the flamethrower
How many upgrades?
in a futile attempt to slow him down.
Okay, or...
Key thing here is not to die, as once you're dead you cannot use the support abilities of your team to keep them as alive. Once again, I use Bone Wall to contain the damage that the enemy team is doing to our hive. And I watch carefully how many eggs we have, and create new eggs from the hive as we run low. The number of eggs is shown at the top next to the resources.
Work, you should keep it up. I got 10 more red till almost come.
While the weapon.
Note how the Gorges can use their Vile ability to destroy enemy weapons before they can be reclaimed by the enemy team. This wastes a lot of the Marines' P-res.
North lava's going down.
Okay, I got a tunnel to transit.
Nice. Check a shade there,
I
Com.
now rapidly send the Shift and Crag
Make-
from our hive
make-
forward
Yeah,
to
it's a
transit
cross-map tunnel.
in order to
Should be
ensure
very
that it
helpful
remains
with you.
alive for a long time. I also built a shade in the room as requested by the Gorge. I placed these structures behind the crate to make it hard for an enemy to run in and
Like a
attack.
whip hero.
On it. Whoops, yeah,
We're missing one more spur.
just lost it.
Yeah, put this rest up. I can put it up.
There's a shift in there with you. Throw shift is down the place.
Using the Shift, the Gorge is able to heal for longer
Could
without
even
running out
use
of
this spot
energy.
for a massive gorge bomb attack.
Yeah, it's
If another gorge wants to come do this, we can rush for flow control and bomb as much as we can before we die.
Later you'll hear how the Marine Commander is getting frustrated at this
One of
point
you
that
want
his
to do
team
this
is
with me?
not pulling
Come
off
to
the
transit,
attack
be
on
a
Conduit.
gorge. We rush into flow control and bomb shit up.
The constant attack on our top
No, I'm
hive
saving for Onos, mate.
is
It
letting
fucks
us
them
have
up
the rest
bad.
of the map freely, as the Marines are too busy attacking us to defend the rest of the map.
One guy with a grenade launcher.
See how an undefended grenade launcher is quickly killed by my teammates.
Okay, pyramid. Let's get in there and bomb. Get as many stuff as you can. Don't worry about dying. Just do as much damage as you can.
expert.
Evolving Onos
Ah,
again.
fuck, that didn't quite work.
All the mines in the enemy base have been destroyed by Vile. Unfortunately, the Gorges cannot destroy anything
Maybe a
else.
distraction would help.
Once again, the Marines attempt to attack and I slow them down with a bone wall.
We need.
Yep, sure.
Reminded by a teammate, I build a whip in a safe place in our hive, and I upgrade the Skulk's whip leap ability shortly.
Transit.
Take the opportunity of distraction to build
Transit,
another
get the
hive.
transit.
now. Okay, I got
Get the
tunnel now.
transit.
Been
We
a
need that
second.
spot.
Head into transit now, be there in 2 seconds.
The Drifter builds a whip while the Mist helps the Onos gestate much more quickly than he would have had I not missed at his egg.
Alright, I'm gonna gorge again, and we should try for that attack on flow again. Like just everyone in. It'll force them to beacon, then we can run back. That way they don't pressure containment.
I ensure I have a Drifter available to help heal my
Then the guy-
teammates.
Gorges can stay and try and do as much damage as they can.
The enemy is beaconing, so now it's critical that I use Membrane to keep these Onos alive as they get rushed by the entire Marine team.
Okay, run back.
That works.
Keeping your Onos alive mid to late game is key to a victory.
While we pressure them, Skulks go and take out res. Yeah, good.
Because we have taken territory so quickly, I haven't had the chance to get things like rifle upgrades. At this point in the
Yeah,
game,
they got-
we'd
I can't-
normally have Onos upgrades, Lurk upgrades and Fade upgrades, but because we've been spreading so fast, we haven't had the res to do this.
Yeah, they're just wasting their equipment.
I continue to get biomass when the opportunity permits, because biomass is slow to
For another
gain.
bombing run.
Leap, start researching.
I've now begun researching Leap using a whip. Once again, I'm membrane the Gorge so he has the maximum amount of time to stay alive before he dies from this fight. I also use Enzymes so I can
I'm
fire
doing
more
shitloads of
rapidly.
damage here.
Get in there.
Sure.
Yeah, bow bomb shitloads of stuff. Gonna keep doing that.
That's taking off the pressure from
Can you drop some
going back
gorgettes?
down.
Actually, that would really help.
As requested by a teammate, I place a gorge egg. To do this, I click on an egg and choose the gorge upgrade.
Sure, I'll drop a couple at 2 lane.
Fortunately, I don't have much resources to do this at this time.
That's fine, actually.
Alright, I'm gorging up to come to transit again to bomb.
I wait for the gorge to retreat so I can put a bone wall in the path of the grenades,
Probably
but he
wasting
does
time
not.
having to repair.
Note this Onus is about to die due to the jetpack chasing.
Jetpacks. Rhinos, just watch out.
Note how my teammates ensure the Onus stays alive by taking the jetpacker while I do my part to
guy
heal
hates
him using
smelting.
membrane. We just saved over 70
Got him,
PRs
Fade.
worth of Onus, which helps to keep the morale high on our attack.
You dead?
Yeah, you got him. I was shotgun and
I use bone wall
Jetpack
once
gone.
again to contain the enemy attack with grenades until my teammates can return to transit.
Right now. Right now. Full team on pipe, just go.
Bombs under attack.
move.
Can we get a crag in here? In transit? Or move
one.
it into a better spot?
Not enough teammates answer my call to attack pipe for it to work. However, it does distract the enemy low enough for Flow to be attacked by my
You want to
teammates.
go in for a big hit? I'll start bombing and shit. Alright, let's go in. Bomb, flow control.
I move the Crag and shift into a more prominent location in the room so that Onus entering the room are attacked more quickly, now that we are defending the room efficiently. This means that when an Onus runs into the room in transit, they will be healed earlier. Also place support structures around the hive, in advance of later attacks in the room.
Need more gorges to make these attacks like more profitable for us.
Yeah.
Notice how I've
Hey,
tried to
Orange,
invest
actually,
pipeline in two different directions, once from lava and once from our top hive, to make it hard for
I
the assist
can't
chain to be
spawn.
cut.
There's a team balance.
Team balance is when one team leaves the game, leaving the other team with too many players. The game automatically prevents respawns to try and make the game more even. Because we are winning, we are being balanced against.
Oh, we got this anyway.
How do we turn off team bell?
Can't. You have to join their team to turn
I
it
plan
off.
to build a hive here to lock the room down, so I build a shift and Crag and move a shift and a
South
Crag in
lava.
advance to make it harder to kill. I also invest in
Transit
every
needs
arena
help.
from Cranning.
Oh,
Using the heal wave
You can make
ability,
them
I
big.
can ensure
That
the
way
hive
Transit
is
will
quickly
really
healed
nice.
to a reasonable health and armor. The enemy beacons.
Beacon and get out.
I make sure I call the
Cover me,
beacon.
cover me. I'm low health. Cover me, Jack. Or not. Just run off like a dickhead.
I am still trying to spawn.
I make sure I have enough drifters to continue supporting my team by building a couple in the new hive. I also infest the entire map to make it hard for a marine to sneak through and build phase gates anywhere they feel like it.
We got infinite res now. Just box them in with shit like whips.
Yeah, I'll just get ready to beacon.
Late in the game, you can focus on biomass. Once you have 9 biomass, you can contaminate the enemy base and teleport whips in using the echo ability. Because the game is ending so quickly,
Last push, guys. I'll bring you.
I haven't got much spare res to do this.
Onus.
However, we've got a lot of life forms in the case of Onus, because they haven't been getting killed, and I use them to rush the power.
Hit the power, on the power, guys.
Let's go!
Get in there!
I use the membrane ability to keep the Onus alive. I use the enzyme to make the attack quicker. See, I'm using the drifter on the right hand side of the screen to keep those 3 Onus alive despite the enemy attacking them. You may find it interesting to listen to Am's comments as a Marine Commander in the Ready Room shortly.
Beat Adam.
That's how it's done, guys.
You guys only won because we have fire retard.
That's what you say every time you say.
It's true, man. Fire retards and freaking heat sink for 10 minutes couldn't take the heart. And you guys took everything else. Why they were farming kill?
This is why it's important to listen to your commander. I hope you enjoyed this video. I did an alternative one with some more comments and shorter sequences.